Morning, YouTuberians. Summer drones on here in San Francisco as the Midwest is baking under record heat. It's sucking in all the cold air off the oceans, Pacific Ocean, which is causing the entire West Coast to be cold and foggy for the second month in a row. It's been like this day and night, non-stop drizzle, sometimes non-drizzle, high temperatures, 60 degrees at the most, 58, 59, right now it's 55. So because the weather's been so lousy and my bike has broken cables on it, I need to go take it in. It's back to painting, which I happen to like to do a lot. Well, here's our next little project. Let me get up close here. Abstract Expressionism is what this is. It can be whatever you want it to be. It just happens as it goes. It's not a planned thing. So hopefully you guys can see it here. That's the problem with the ZI-8. You can't tell where the camera is pointed, so you hope it's pointed at the right place. Okay, here's our array of paints. Let's see if I can get these to be unblurry. I don't know why it looks blurry to me. So what I do is when I'm painting, I try to keep the one color going, and see I have some water right there on my brush. I hate that. Will not work. Okay, so we keep the paint pure, and we just go ahead and I follow along the lines. Dry out the brush here. Okay, will this work? Some of the other color pulls into this color, that's fine. Just adds to it. Sometimes I'll mix the colors on the brush. I have two canvases at once. That way I don't waste so much paint. Actually, this one here I use to clean off the brush. Sometimes they turn out kind of interesting when you just let it happen. Shall we have a look at the paints we're using? I'm using Liquitex, and we'll zoom right in there. There's the label. But I also like the golden, as you can see here. Unfortunately, these can get expensive. I like all these paints. I just grab what I need, really, is how it works. So, if it happens to be golden, it's golden. If it's Liquitex, it's Liquitex. So at this point, the painting could really go any direction. Let's say it could go from, completely abstract into maybe impressionistic work. I'm not going to really care which way it goes. I was trying to go with an abstract all the way, but I'm thinking it may pull me into an impressionistic landscape. Well, I worked on the painting late into the night, and I'm very happy with the results. What I believe this is back when I was a child, back in the 60s, the early 60s, we would go up to Washington State, my family and I, on vacation. Then we'd go over to Idaho to a lake. But one of the things we had to do to earn the vacation was we had to go work on the farm for 3 or 4 days. My uncle's farm, which was a wheat farm in the middle of Washington State in a place called Davenport. Absolutely in the middle of not much there, just wheat fields, that type of thing, rolling hills. Well, his farm was on the edge of a canyon, which was undeveloped at that time, and would frequently have fires every summer about the time we'd get up there. So not only would we help with the harvest, but we'd help with fire control. And often when a fire would come up a hill, you would see this kind of a look, where the sun looked exactly like this, and the flames were just behind the hill, and the trees were all blowing in one direction. So I believe that's pretty much what this painting is really about. And I'm very happy with it. It's extremely bright. Looks good on any wall, it seems to. And as you can see here, we have a new painting on the way. So until next time, M-Bike 555.